In this episode, we're traveling back in time to explore a former Robin Hood themed resort and spa that's been abandoned since 2010. Originally opening in 1970 with over 500 hotel rooms, Friar Tuck Inn was deemed to be one of the largest and most luxurious resorts in the Catskill region. The resort boasted a 2,000-seat auditorium, state-of-the-art fitness center, saloon, luxurious indoor and outdoor pools, and many more medieval amenities. In 2009, the original owners of Friar Tuck ended up going bankrupt, and the resort was vacated and essentially frozen in time for over a decade. In 2021, Friar Tuck involuntarily hosted an unsponsored event named War Games. This was to be a reenactment simulating a fake war within the building. The event was to be filmed and sold off as a video game, although that outcome never came to fruition. Small explosives and fake ammunition were set off within the property's walls, shattering most of the windows and leaving much of the former resort in horrendous conditions. Now, the property lies in a sad state of disrepair. Multiple owners have tried to bring this former luxurious resort back to life, but such attempts have failed to this day. Friar Tuck Inn and Resort today sits derelict and abandoned, awaiting new life as the medieval structures continue to decay at the hands of time and the treacherous Catskill weather. Let's explore.
What's going on, guys? Today, Ethan and I are exploring the old abandoned Friar Tuck Inn in the Catskill Mountains. It is an old abandoned Robin Hood theme park, and we are going to attempt to bring it back to life today. So before we get to exploring this, I'll take a knee.
As head of the Buckingham Palace, I knight thee, Sir Luke-a-lot. Rise, my son.
The first thing we're going to check out is the little village part below the actual inn. The inn had over 350 individual rooms, I'm pretty sure. And when we came here the first time, I couldn't really tell what it was exactly that these buildings were. These might have just been other townhouses. Quite the reflection.
This is so trippy. You can hold it in here. Imagine if you got a room here.
It's nice and quiet.
Cool. It's very quiet out here.
It's such an odd style mirror though. Like it's like chopped up.
You don't see this.
You can't tell. Yeah, this stuff was not feasible. Like it must have just been for design.
Yeah. Big bathtub.
It almost looks like a hot tub. Look, it has the jets. It's
big.
one of the nice ones.
Yeah, see the headrest
Yeah.
on each side? It's definitely making two people.
Look how big the faucet is.
The roof
Oh, look, there's a really nice tub over here. Or at least it looks like a really nice tub. Wow. This tub looks like it's like a year or two old. Compared to the other ones, at least.
What's in the toilet? Demonetization, man.
All right, guys, two things. First thing, we're wearing respirators today. It's disgusting in here. There's black mold. There's asbestos everywhere, so we are having the proper equipment set up for the first time. I mean, we've had a couple masks before, but like we've never had the good respirators before.
The 95.
Yeah, so now we have the proper equipment here. And the second thing is that we are visible from pretty much every direction. So we're gonna have to keep a really low profile, and you say that about almost every abandoned place that you go to, but it's literally on the side of the road, but there is a road that goes around in every direction. And cars have already slowed down when they've seen us like 2 or 3 times, and we're trying to keep a low profile. Well, that mold is disgusting. This is exactly why we're wearing respirators today. Wonder if there's anything in the cabinets. Ooh. I'm not gonna touch it because there's more mold, but there's like teacups in there. Glasses. I'm gonna guess that there's absolutely nothing in here. This looks like somewhere where a squatter would definitely be staying. Alright, so that's a full jug of water, and not that that necessarily means anything, but we don't want to deal with any potential squatters. So judging by the state of these little individual, these kind of look like tenants almost, you know? Like, this almost gives me the thought that, like, I don't know, special, you know, rooms or...
Could have been like suites.
Yeah, suite rooms. Because all the rooms up there, I'm pretty sure, are the same for the most part.
Yeah.
But this is
Maybe
like an actual village, and like there's nothing to like imply that there's like shops or, you know, a village here. It's just like literally completely open. Yeah.
Small,
like look, at you can even see in here. This is the third building in a row. It's literally just kitchens, you know, individual living spaces, and I guarantee you that those are probably the same.
Except that stuff looks new. Those measuring cups. This looks weird.
Those look newer, those lawnmowers. 100% newer in here. This place might not be entirely abandoned. These cabinets look newer. There's not really a lot of mold on them. But all this stuff definitely implies there's been people here recently.
There might have been. What is that?
If you look in the fridge. So it appears that they are fixing up some of these ghost town buildings, but I mean, there's a giant hole. I mean, that is like 2 feet of water at least. All right, guys, we've spent considerable time. Is that a knife?
Yes.
We spent considerable time exploring the village part here in the middle, and we're tired of being exposed. There's only a sliver of opportunity for any other car to see us. For example, like if they drive by right there, they can see us right through the brush. So we're kind of psyched out now, but we're gonna head up into the main part of this inn because that is where the treasure lies. So we're gonna go explore the main thing now. Grand entrance. These light fixtures are so medieval. They did a great job replicating this place.
Oh, the ones hanging in the center.
Yeah.
I have a sign back there.
Any interesting paperwork? Oh, these were all room keys, dude. I wonder if there's any left. No, there's just glass shards. Wow. Look at the medieval light. This is sick. You don't usually see floor plans for a place in the place. Buckingham Palace, Scarlet Room, Manchester Room, the Sherwood Dining Lounge. Look, it has the dimensions and everything.
There's a picture.
You do not see this every day.
So this is.
They have basketball courts. We didn't even know
what
this.
we're in.
So it's actually front to back, isn't it? So yeah, we're right here. So the dining room is the palace. Buckingham Palace, which is weird. We are in Buckingham Village right now. Because the parking is right at
the original inn. Right?
Oh,
We came
yeah,
up
you're
these
right.
stairs
Yeah.
right here.
Yeah.
These were all parking.
So the dining room
Those
is
big
that
open
way
walls.
then. The dining room is that way.
Camelot and Camelot 2. Basketball court?
Yeah, we didn't see that. There might be more to this than we thought.
We should try to find
Look at to Kings Row and Nottingham Village.
Should we take this?
Yeah. At least for now. It's kind of disgusting, so we might not want to take that home, but for now at least.
Paper.
If you look really carefully, you can see Friar Tuck Inn barely engraved there on the wall.
According to this map that we found, we're here, because out here is the little circle of all the buildings that we were just looking at. And we just walked in the front of the original inn. We're planning on going to Buckingham Palace. which is
Should
like
be
the
straight
dining
down
room.
there.
Should be down this way. So I'm assuming we're gonna see like kitchens, stuff like that. That's silverware. Oh, there's bingo.
Bingo?
Bingo cards.
I can't decide if it feels like we're walking through a royal castle or just something that's like out of our age range. It's quite fancy.
So this is Buckingham Palace.
Yeah.
Or is this the start of it?
Yeah, is the whole thing Buckingham Palace?
This is a section.
So the dining room, the giant dining room, I'm pretty sure is up there.
Well,
And
the
then-
lower level is Buckingham Palace. Upper level is the Abbey dining room.
So everything's through that door then, huh?
Yeah.
So without knowing all the details, I do know that not too long ago, I couldn't give you an exact date, there was a big event here called War Games, I'm pretty sure. And it involved actually blowing things up, real explosives, real guns. And people came in here and they absolutely trashed this place. So most of the windows, if not all of them, are literally shattered because of that reason. Some of them are shattered exactly the same, like they have the same exact bullet hole in them. So it's kind of interesting to walk through that. And I'm pretty sure that's the reason why they don't really want people exploring anymore, because the neighbors and everyone got really unhappy, obviously. And now it's just a junkyard. So before they played the War Games here, this place was actually probably in like decent condition. So we're going exactly where now?
I think we're still in Buckingham Palace.
Yeah, going up towards...
It's going up to the dining.
Yeah, in Camelot, I
Abbey
think.
dining.
Is the pool accessible from here?
It doesn't say what the pool is. This is where the outdoor ones are.
Looks like the racing center and then the Robin Hood Club and the dining room. So, all still dining facilities, obviously. Oh, yeah. All right, this was definitely the Robin Hood Club, wasn't it? They actually modeled everything in here after Robin Hood. I couldn't even tell you the last time I read that book.
There's doubloons in the table.
Are those coins?
Yeah, and sand.
Look at, they're like, they have a...
Yeah, it's like a doubloon.
Yeah.
There's a bunch of different kinds too. Look at this one.
That one looks like it has a cross on it.
That's weird.
What are you doing over here?
Look in here. Like, what is that for?
Looks like a shovel. Just a really poorly made shovel. It might struggle actually shoveling things.
It'll struggle to shovel.
I think it'll struggle to shovel. Alright, so this is definitely the main dining hall. And we're trying not to look up because it's dripping water everywhere. I already got hit once. I don't know about you.
Yeah, I got hit in the neck and then
You think I hit in the neck? And out of all the rooms here, I'm going to be honest, this one's different. Because it's the one room that you can't really tell exactly what was going on if you didn't have the context, you know?
It's like, why is there a kitchen? This is obviously like a mass dining hall.
Slash conference
But
room?
it's like a cafeteria.
Yeah.
Conference room.
Alright, well this was definitely for the cafeteria, huh?
You've never gone to these two.
Through those sacred red doors. Well, today's our day. So it's open. Oh, it's the kitchen. I don't think we saw the kitchen yet.
We walked past the entrance to it.
It's dark in here. It's a giant mixer.
That's definitely part of a mixer. I've seen that part before. That's what they would use to shred cheese.
So just giant walk-in freezers. Anything in this one? No, just mold. Wow. This is a huge grill. Okay, so they had actual food services up there, all the grills and everything. And this whole area down here was all the dishwashing. Look at the serving dishes that they had too. I know.
Those are all like coffee cups, teacups.
I think these are mixing pots. So that's Camelot 1. So that must be the entrance to the rooms. I don't think we've been in there yet. Do you want to check that out?
Yeah, why not?
Room
It's all the rooms, yeah. I think the
600.
outdoor pool should be on the other side.
I don't know where I got that number 300 something from, because 630 rooms? Does that sound right? That seems like a lot.
The one upstairs said 2001.
Online I saw 300, so that might not have been right.
Yeah. I don't know. This place is big, man.
We can do the theater. Yeah.
Yeah, you can see that's the indoor passage.
The indoor passage is that way?
The overhead arc right there.
Yeah.
That's what we just went through. Down that staircase, out. Yeah, that would make sense.
Lampshades, kayaks, or fake pieces of a tree. What do you think? Definitely not kayak. It could have been lampshades.
There's plugs on them.
Yeah. That's how you know that we're getting close to the amphitheater. I love how the floor is also styled medieval with the rocks. So that was the way that we went, right? The first time around? Or no?
Right there's the theater.
Theater's in here? Yep. Alright guys, we found the theater. It's extremely dark in here and it might be a little grainy because I'm trying to get this backlit. As you can see, it's kind of hard to focus in on anything. But this is where they stored all the animatronics as well as every prop that they used for every show. They just dumped it all in this theater. Yeah. Check this out. They literally have like 20-foot tall fake trees. And they just stacked like 100 mattresses up there. I don't want to step on any of this stuff because I'm afraid I might actually break it. There we go. Wow. I'm not even going to try climbing up onto these things. They're covered in mold and asbestos. It's almost like they literally took every mattress from all the rooms and just stacked them in multiple spots throughout the facility. And this happens to be one of them. It's an anteater. It's almost like this was a kid's land. And yeah, you want to know what? That's exactly what this was. Dude, I think that they would have special events and they would just leave this stuff out. Because otherwise, like, what else would they use this for? Like, genuinely, like, what is this? Like, someone please tell me. If you know what this is in the comments, please tell me what this is. This must have been for special events. They must have done some kind of like haunted house walkthrough or something, you know?
It looks like an egg. A big egg.
Part of the attraction. Someone just drove by. Someone just, like, what was that?
It was a Pathfinder. It was a Nissan.
Did they just drive in through here?
He just drove right past you.
Alright, so the gates are locked and someone just drove up and into the property. So we're gonna try and get high ground now and to see if anyone. Hey, isn't that the Pathfinder? That was the Pathfinder. I think. That just drove off. We need to go see. We need high ground, bro. Yeah. Yeah. Is that gate open down there? I think it is, dude.
Not even a gate there.
Yeah, so that's where they just drove in through.
No.
No?
They came from down there.
Did they?
Yeah, that gate's also open. They just drove right through this old parking lot.
This place is sus. I think it is super cool how literally every single door and every single light is medieval like this. Like, you do not see anything like this anywhere. How beautiful is this? This was definitely the kiddie pool. Kiddie pool. Main adult pool. Looks like the top was busted off. Wow. Look how cool this is. Second pool's back here. Dude, the artwork here is sick. Did we go up here? I don't think we did. I don't think we've ever been up there. And here, it's kind of hard to see, but there's the second pool. Alright, what's the safest way? Look at all the old saunas.
No staircase.
Yeah, what the? Still, the thing is, even though this is a full-size pool, for the amount of people that would come here, I still don't think it's big enough. They're all tiny. This one's by far the biggest one. I mean, it's pretty deep.
Oh my god, that's a dead thing.
What? That?
That's a dead thing. Don't fall. It's a dead animal.
It's an animal?
See its hands?
What is that? That is disgusting. It would have been a lot cooler if they didn't throw all those lounge chairs in there. They could have been set up all the way around it. Would have been like they just left it. But people had to go and trash it. Alright, this is kind of weird because the Manchester Room is apparently one of the more famous and well-known aspects of Robin Hood. I don't know it myself, so I can't back that up. Well, it's kind of disappointing. I mean, there's really nothing but chairs in here. There is a brick oven fireplace, but that's about it. Dude, so there's a fireplace in here, right? So tell me why there's more than just a bit of a stack of wood, like, right next to it. Like, dry wood. Like, look at this. I mean...
Is that more wood? More wood?
That's what it's at.
Bro, someone having fires here.
Wow.
This wood is not that old. It would have like rotted by now.
No, yeah, that's good wood. The Manchester Room isn't full of anything except wood. So what we're gonna do now is we're gonna go to the gym because we haven't gotten a lift in at least a couple days. So what are we hitting today? Back, tries, thighs.
All the pins are broke. I think they're all broke. I don't check. What about this one?
So we did figure out.
Yeah. Look. Let's go pump it.
Let's do it. These old treadmills might work.
Oh my god, it is.
This reminds me of when I was recovering from my ACL injury. I would go about this pace every day. Enough fooling around. Time to get to the real workout. What are we hitting next?
Oh no, you did?
Yes.
Want me to hit some?
We'll rotate. All right, let's see. You got it on 50.
That thing's weird. Like, what is this? It's supposed to be is it like a leg press or something? I'm gonna put it heavier. I want to see how heavy these are.
Not to flex, guys.
They're still spinning like totally fine.
You could actually get full body workout down in here.
Yeah.
Like we are getting full body workout.
If this still worked, you could do a full leg day too.
Does it still work?
No, I don't think so. I tried moving that.
Well, it doesn't even have any weight connected to it.
Well, it would be that.
Oh.
If there was a pin, you could use one of the other pins though, because they cut them. That's weird. I thought if it didn't have the pin, it wouldn't work, but I forgot that you're sticking it through with the bar.
It's really weird, isn't it?
Well, it's because the bar goes through the middle of the weights. If you took the pin out, if you took the pin out and did like brought this all the way out, the bar would be like up here. There's also a screw sticking out of the thing. Can you get that? Is it sticking out? Or is it...
No, it's not gonna move. Oh yeah, we're gonna get the good shots.
It's a little sticky. Yeah, it's a little sticky.
Dude, at least now we know if we ever want to get a workout in and we just don't want to wait. You know, if you don't want to wait at school, you don't want to wait at the Y, you can literally go here. Not even Planet Fitness can compete with here. All right, so the leg press is broken. There's not even a cord. We should bring this place back to life. What do you think?
We
Look
just
at,
did.
I know, and they even have a TV. I mean, it's not in great shape, but like.
Is it just a stand or is it?
Oh yeah, no.
It's just a stand.
It's just a stand, yeah. But we did work out at our own risk.
Old water fountain.
Goodbye, workout room.
So all these little connections, this is basically what I do for a living. I'm like what's my title? Yeah, integration fabricator. And I basically wire control panels all day, or constantly. I mean, nowadays it's a lot different. You know, you still have to attach it to a panel, which we use like steel usually. Either steel or like sometimes aluminum, but it depends on the heat rating too. But we go through and we attach everything to a board like this and wire all these. I mean, these all just look like, this is really small gauge though.
Here's the Scarlet Room. Whoa. So the Scarlet Room is a bar. styrofoam cups.
Old soda. Really old soda. White rock root beer.
That's gotta be worth something.
Not in that condition. Not worth shit.
Damn. The old taps.
Maybe, I don't know.
That's flooded. Guys, so the black mold has definitely gotten worse, but we are not going to let that stop us. We have the proper equipment again, so we're going to keep pushing through. It's at the brightest point of the day now, which is really weird because I filmed like this entire thing this morning, and it was dark. And I mean, I still got some good shots, but I mean, this kind of makes me mad because now I filmed everything and it's bright out, so I would have had better lighting. But it's okay. We move on. So that's what it used to look like before I got completely trashed.
Not cool. There's a bunch of other random junk in here too. These like phone books. Yeah.
We've explored most of this place now, and the only part that we really haven't taken a big look at is the actual inn part of the Friar Tuck Inn. So we're gonna take a look at some of these rooms. I will warn you that there is like 300 rooms here, and I'm pretty sure they're all like 90% repetitive. So we're gonna film a couple, but there is no point in seeing 300 rooms. So I'm just gonna show some of the highlights. And it's about to rain, so we have to get this footage kind of quick. So we're gonna go run through and then hopefully get drone footage. I'm really, really, really hoping that the rain holds off because I haven't had drone footage in a lot of my videos lately.
This got blocked.
You got
You can
blocked.
squeeze it. That one looks almost fine.
Let's see it.
Not as bad. Should we come back and go through some of these or go down?
Let's go down this way and go up because I feel like these are all kind of destroyed. Also, do we want to take the upstairs route from this outside path?
We wanted to find the TV room.
Well, the TV room's not on this side. This is a pretty cool room. Ethan and I have both explored a lot of hotels. For instance, we've done a lot of hotels actually in the Catskills, including, I mean, what's the one we just did? The Browns, for instance.
Browns.
And yeah, there's a lot of
They had a
rooms.
big pool.
Yeah, and everything. Well, think about it though. Every room there was destroyed, right? And it's like we're what 30 minutes away at another resort where there was actual like a war zone game played where they actually had explosives and they blew things up here. I said it earlier, I think, but almost every window is literally broken here because they literally made explosives for their war game. I don't know really anything about it, but they blew this place to shreds.
They really do.
So, but then some stuff like this, like
It's like kind of
Yeah.
left, like the phone's still there.
it's also kind of weird. Did you notice that every room has a phone and every room has a coffee pot?
Yeah.
Every single one.
I think Keurigs. Are they freaking Keurigs?
Yeah, actually, this room might be the only one that doesn't have one in it.
Oh, does have something like TV?
Besides the on the bed, you wouldn't know that this was abandoned, honestly. Crazy. Hey, want a phone book?
Every car listed. Hey, I know them. Martin Arzati. It's 447.
Oh, there's even a TV remote up here. I feel like a lot more people use this place than we realize, dude. Look at that, there's a ladder.
You broke the door down.
Yeah.
This was locked.
This bed looks like it's made, dude.
So we are very excited to welcome Michelle to the Friars European Spa and Salon, specializing in haircuts for men, women, and children, highlights, color, perms, wash and set, and blowouts.
Open Thursday, Friday,
There's a number.
Saturday, and Sunday. You guys should call Michelle.
Call up Michelle.
And look at the old menu. Bottomless cup of coffee or tea or milk.
Wow. Dang. Broiled hamburger?
2 large outdoor swimming pools and 1 outdoor jacuzzi. Ping pong and pool table. We didn't see that. We didn't see a gift shop.
The ping pong paddle that I threw in the pool.
Oh, they had departure. Dude, they had a bus that would bring you here. That's so cool. From Albany and
From
New York
Long
City.
Island
Yeah.
and Westchester. Tube rentals.
Plane rides. That is crazy.
1 cockpit, biplane rides. Also boasts a museum of World War I and Pioneer aircrafts. Weekend air shows at 2:30 p.m. from June through October.